Judy, one of the things you talk a lot about in You're More Than Enough is self-criticism. Why is that so damaging to us?
Self-criticism is very, very negative because you're not loving yourself when you criticize yourself. We're supposed to be loving ourselves. Even in the Bible it says to love thy neighbor as thyself. It doesn't say instead of thyself. So when we criticize ourselves, we're telling ourselves what's wrong with us. Self-evaluation would be all right, because when you evaluate, you look at the positives and the negatives. You look at what's right about yourself and how you can improve. When you criticize, you're not looking at how to improve. You're just condemning.
Now, why do you think it's such a problem, self-criticism? Why do we do it to ourselves over and over?
The reason we criticize ourselves is because we've learned it. It's a learned habit. It's something that we've learned from the time that we're little children. Perhaps our parents told us that we should do something different or we should be better. We've learned it from teachers at school. Sit down and be quiet. Behave yourself. Don't act like that. We've learned it at Sunday school. We've learned it from our siblings. So we've heard it all of our lives, criticism from other people. And especially if they compared us to someone else. If they compared us to someone outside of the immediate family, you should be like this person, or maybe you could be like that person, or this other person does things so much better than you do them. Then we have a tendency to criticize ourselves and put ourselves down. When you criticize yourself, you're not going forward. You're not learning. You're just tearing yourself apart. You could evaluate and say, this is what I could do better, this is how I can do better, and that's okay to do that. But just to sit there and say, this is what's wrong with me, no. Criticism in any form is not good.
So evaluation is good self-criticism, but how do you stop it? How do you say, okay, I'm not going to criticize myself anymore, there's going to be no more self-criticism, I'm going to evaluate. How do you make that change?
The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between do and don't. So if you say, I'm not going to criticize myself anymore, the subconscious mind doesn't hear the word not. It hears, I criticize myself. So we have to change that to say, I'm complimenting myself now, or I am good at what I do right now. Get rid of the word not, because your subconscious mind only focuses on the subject.
Thank you, Judy.